as a researcher, you must be aware also what is citation. It is a short note that recognizes a source of information. Practice of attributing the work of others in the piece of work that we are doing. And it also sets explicit linkage between current work and prior work in the archive of scientific literature. Citations are done to avoid plagiarism also, and it also brings the quality to the work. So if a manuscript is well cited means it has included a lot of citations, then then it is said that the authors are aware of the literature and they have placed it well in the available knowledge. So for example, here you see this is one snippet from a research paper, and it says that stochastic frontier analysis is a parametric approach and it was developed by Egner et al. So this part is called in-text citation. So here the authors are citing Egner et al. 1977 paper. Similarly, Musen and Vandenbroek 1977. So this also is the second author that the authors are citing. So these are called citations. So these are basically, they are giving a tribute to the original author. Also, they are providing using it to provide background information also. So once the citation are done, we have to list all the citations as a reference list, and this is called reference list in the end of the report or the paper, whatever we are writing. So for example, here a list usually given in the end of the document that contain the details only of those works which are cited in the text. So for example, here if somebody wants to see what was actually the paper in which this stochastic frontier analysis was developed or published by Egner et al., then they can go to the list, and then from here they can read the details of the particular paper in which the authors Egner et al. Had disclosed or they published this particular mechanism, stochastic frontier analysis method. So they can get the exact details, like it was published in 1977, who were the other authors, and what was the name of the journal in which it was published, what was the volume number and issue number, and even the page number. So with this, the particular reader can get this particular, retrieve this particular article also. Nitesh, I would request you to mute. Okay, so this list is prepared by the authors in the end, and they are added. It is added in the end so that the readers will be able to get the details of the particular book or the resource that the authors has consulted. And if they want to get it, they can even use other retrieval storage retrieval systems to get this particular article. So this list is arranged either in order of items that are cited one by one, or in the order alphabetically. It depends on the citation style or the style that is followed by the particular journal in which the article is published. Similarly, there is a called a bibliography list also, bibliography also, in which the documents or relevant documents are listed, but they not necessarily need to be cited in the text. So what is the process of referencing that we use? So if we consult a particular article, we will provide its citation in the text, and will provide an entry in the reference list in the end. Similarly, if we are consulting a book, then we have to provide the citation in the text and the reference entry in the reference list. Similarly for conference paper. So you see, it is very like, if it is it is an important step to track all the sources from where we are getting the ideas, or we are reading the text and we want to include it in our manuscript. So we have to track all the computer audio. We have to track all the sources that we have consulted while creating the document. So for this tracking, it is very important to manage the references. So A consistency is necessary in-text citation and reference list to make the reader identify the bibliographic elements of the original source. This we have already seen, but there is a consistency is required. So various citation styles are available that specify how to write the references in a reference list and in-text citation. So some of the popular citation styles are American Psychological Association APA style. In social sciences, it is very much popular, like in psychology education. Modern Language Association MLA is popular in literature and arts. Chicago Manual of Style is also popular in social sciences. The Vancouver system, which is number system, and the Harvard system, author year system. This is more popular in medical and scientific journals. So one has to refer to the author guidelines or instruction to author section of the journal to find out the preferred citation style. What are the different preferred citation styles that are preferred by that particular journal? You have to find out by going through the author guidelines. So for a long thesis or long-term research, the collected articles need to be maintained for probable use in future. So which is known as reference management or citation management. So these software are called reference management software that are like in traditionally the references were kept as index card. I don't know how many of you have seen. I have seen index cards. So the references are usually they used to earlier people used to keep index card. It was like a hard cards, and on the cards they used to write the bibliographic detail of the articles they referred. And there was a small hole in the corner, and using a thread and needle, people used to tie all the cards that they have used for any particular article, or it was a kind of a database for them. If they want to use one particular article, they will take out that particular index card and write the entries in the manuscript. So that was also a good method, but now these days very sophisticated software are available that help researchers in long-term management of references. Even for a long time, you can keep the reference list or sources with you. And it also helps researchers to create and manage their list of references. These software are called reference management software. Some popular ones are Zotero reference management software and Mendeley. These are free, and the commercial ones are also available like EndNote and RefWorks. EndNote has a good feature, like even you can go for a literature search also inside the EndNote itself. So you don't have to go out on the web to collect the references. You can directly using keyword search, you can search in the EndNote itself. There are some other software also available, like for Mac operating system, Papers is there. And similarly, ReadCube and other software are also available. So what the mechanism of this software, like not directly providing the article in this citation, we are storing the article in a reference management software, means we are creating a database. We are storing all the articles, books and conference paper or different types of resources at a particular place that is called the database. And while writing the article, we are searching the database and creating the citations on the fly. And then automatically this software creates the reference list for us. So we don't have to create the reference list by own, but the software will create the reference list for us. So the benefit is that if tomorrow we want to change the style of the reference list, we can with a one click we can change the style of the reference list. But in earlier model, if there is a need to change the reference list or the style of the reference list, one by one we had to do. That was taking a lot of time. So we can save a lot of time. So this is the software that we are going to use. I will going to show you the demo, and it is a free reference management software. It recognizes bibliographic information of books, journal articles, and other resources, and it is a very matured software. It was designed by the Digital Humanities Digital History Project, and it was made open access. And it is very mature. Like I remember, I think it is from 2005 or 2004 it was launched first, and since then it is almost 20 years have been passed, and the software has matured enough, and since then it is open source, so anybody can use it, download it and use it, and it is available on all platforms like Mac, Windows and Linux also. So you can use it to store related PDF files, images, and even links also. You can create bibliography in Microsoft Word, OpenOffice, and Google Docs also it supports, and publish shared libraries for your organization, class, or research group. These all are features that we are going to see. So I will directly switch to the demo part, and in this demo part we will cover some of the features of Zotero. So for this I have created a Word file for you, and we will go one by one. So first we will see how to from where we can get the Zotero software. So you have to go to Zotero and type download, and the first page that you will get, zotero.org/download. You can download the file. So right now, recently they have released the 7 version, which is a full overhaul of the previous interface, and it has loaded with the new features also. So depending on your operating system, it will directly lead you to the appropriate link. For example, it has detected that I am on Windows, so it is showing me the download 64-bit Windows. So I have to follow 2 steps. First is I have to download this software and install it. And also I have to install a connector that is called Zotero connector for my browser. This I will show you how we will be going to use. But right now we have to do 2 tasks. First, we have to download the Zotero exe file and also install one extension. So both of these are already I have downloaded and is with me. So if you are interested, you can download it. So the Zotero 7, when it is installed, it will be installed in like a normal software in your Windows operating system or your operating system. And this connector, when you install, it is available for Firefox, you see, for other Chrome, Firefox, Safari. So all these browsers are supported. You can click on that particular link and install the connector. So this also I have already installed. If you follow my mic, this is the Save to Zotero. This is already I have installed in my browser. So these 2 tasks are important. Then we will see these in overview of Zotero. So let me open Zotero for you. So this is the first interface that you will see. So here the whole window is divided into 3 parts. First one is that is the left side bar. This is for basically it tells you the location where you exist, and it provides you different locations in your library, and other options are also available. I'll show you. Then the middle part is where your whole database resides, because we have just freshly installed it, so nothing is there. And once you select a particular item, you can see the details of the particular item here. So these are the 3 parts, and then different menus are available. This we will discuss later on. So let me show you. You can also create a Zotero account, and it offers around 2 GB of free space in the cloud also. So 2 GB free space is available uh, in the cloud. So this is also important feature. Like once it is you have created a Zotero account, it has a feature of syncing. You can sync your whole library on the cloud, and from different devices, the whole library will be synced. So if you're working on different devices, for example, laptop, and then PC in your office or in your research lab, so everything will be in sync. So for this, you have to create a Zotero account. How you can create it? You go to Zotero website and go here and click on login. And then you, because I already have my login, it is showing me this one. You can register for a free account. So every free account, you get 2 GB of free space that these Zotero.org people provide. If you want, if you have a bigger library, you can pay like only 300 MB is free. 2 GB they provide to $20 per year. So that is not too much also, because $20 is around maybe 6,000 rupees or 1,600 to the 16, maybe 1,600 or something. So that is 2,000 rupees for 1 year, 2 GB space you will get. So around 300 MB. Let me update this. Earlier they used to provide larger space, was maybe because users are increasing, so they have might have changed it. So you can get 300 MB free space, which is more than sufficient for a researcher like PhD scholar, or for a researcher for a considerable duration. This much size is enough, but if they want, they can increase it. There are ways to have it integrated with Google Drive also. You can figure it out later also. So you can log in and create your store this account also, so that you can sync your particular Zotero library from this PC to another PC. And also, if I like, for example, if I log in, I can see my whole library here itself from the cloud. I don't have to log in also. Means I don't have to install also. I can directly go to and see my library here itself, my profile. Oh, sorry, web library, and I can see my whole library here itself. I don't have to install the software. From here also I can download or read some paper or something I can do. This is cloud based. So this is one feature that you can consider. Then next is we are going to add some references. So first I will show you how we can add a reference manually. Manually, we very often we don't have to add, like very rarely we have to add references manually, but I will show you how to do it. For example, I have one book with me. Let me pull out a book, and this book is with me, and I want to add one item in my database. So I'll select it, and it supports a lot of different type of resources. For example, book is there, book section is there, document, journal article, newspaper article, conference paper, radio, even newspapers you can add, PowerPoint presentations you can add, and thesis. So a lot of options are available. So let me select the first option, that is book. So once I select the book option, I have to type here the title of the book. So let's say, for example, I have a book called A Guide to Conducting Online Research, and the author's name, the last name of the author. So I'm typing the name of the author with the surname and the first name. Similarly, if there are more than one author, I can click on this plus button, and another author is because there is another author. So I have to type the name of the author. Then the volume, if it is there, edition, if it is there, and then I think publisher is important. So I will put, because in the case of publisher, in the book, in case of books, publishers are important. And date, let me find out the date this book is published. It was published in 2009. So you can put a month, date, and even day also. But let me just show you how to put this one. You can go for ISBN, and if some URL is there, you have to fill everything here. So in this way, I have added one book in my database. Now the details of this book has been added and is available in my database. So this part we have covered. Similarly, for if I select here, say journal article, the fields will be different. So depending on the type of the item type, the fields change. For example, if it is a conference paper, the fields will change. The proceeding titles will appear, conference name will appear. If it is a newspaper article, then the publication name will appear, the date will appear, page will be there. So depending on the type of the item that we are selecting, these fields will differ. Let me delete it, right click and move item to trash. Okay. And then next we will be adding that is through PDF files. So for example, you already have some PDF files with you. You have already created or collected some articles and you want to include them in your library. That also you can do. Just you have to drag the files and put it the particular file in the, say I have to drag this file and I will just put it in this blank space. So this will be added in my library. And you see the PDF, the moment I added the PDF, it will fetch the bibliographic details of this PDF from internet, and all the bibliographic details will be automatically fetched and put it in the saved. You see, I haven't entered the title. I have a title, author, name, publication, volume, everything it has fetched from internet based on the just the PDF I had uploaded. So this is the beauty of Zotero. You don't have to create this whole list, but you have to check it. Sometimes these are some errors are there. So if you are creating it for a publication point of view, you have to always verify whatever it has brought, whether it is correct or not. If it is from a good source, then the very less chances are there to have errors, but you have to just verify it. So now I have also shown you how to add a particular uh, document like a PDF file in the Zotero. Then also we can add a PDF, add and create an entry using just the DOI. For example, I am reading a paper. I can read the paper here itself also. Say for example, this I am reading from here in the Zotero itself. I can read, and I found a particular DOI. So let me see whether DOIs are there in this article reference or not. I don't think it is there. So let me open another PDF or say this PDF. I'm just open. Hmm. So say I'm reading this paper, and while going through the reference list, I thought that this particular paper is important. This database review. So let me copy this DOI. Let me copy this DOI and go to Zotero. And here in this magic wand is there. The one wand is there. I have to click on it. I can use either ISBN, DOI, PubMed IDs, archive IDs, or some other codes are supported. Just I have to paste the DOI here and press enter. So it will fetch the whole bibliographic details about that particular article. And also it will try to find out the open access version, or if full text is available, it will try to fetch the full text version. So you see the beauty. Just I am reading on a paper somewhere and I found that this paper is of interest to me. Just copy the DOI. I just copied the DOI and pasted the DOI here. It has brought the full bibliographic details as well as the PDF also of that paper. So I don't have to open Google and search and do search and try to find the PDF. So how much you can see how much time it saves. Then we'll go to third part, that is importing references from scholarly databases. This I will show you. Uh, uh, this also I will cover separately. Importing references from scholarly databases. So say you are searching on Google Scholar. So let me go to let me open Google Scholar. And say I want to search for leaf curl disease, and I am interested in papaya leaf curl disease because this is very pertinent in my area, and I want to capture the literature from this particular on this particular topic. So you see this now the role of that connector comes that we had installed in the beginning. You see, when I am on a Google Scholar database, the connector automatically detects that I am on a database, that is Google Scholar. And if I click on this connector, it will show me all the papers which are listed here. And I can select which papers I am interested to include it in my library. Okay. So before saving them, let me cancel it and go to Zotero and create a library here. So you can, there is one root library that is called my library. Inside this, you can create some collections. So for example, I want to make a collection of leaf curl disease and papaya leaf curl disease. And I want to create a collection on it. So first I have selected this collection. This has to be opened in the background. Zotero software must be running in the background. Then only this connector will work. And now I will click on it and I will select the articles which are of interest to me. So first report on this, I am interested in this one and this one. Say 1, 2, 3, 4 articles I am interested in. I have clicked OK and it will automatically capture all the 4 articles and place one by one in my this particular collection. So the items which are included in this collection are also part of my library also. So this collection is basically used for organization of your library. So you see this, it has automatically fetched the full text of some of them. And if the full text is not available, even the abstract is available and all the other see this it will try to fetch the PDFs also automatically from the internet. So you don't have to click here and then download the PDF, save it in a folder. Yes. So right, apart from saving each paper separately in a folders and then we forget where we had saved it. So this software makes it easier to track the sources. And once we can create over the period of time, this whole database and this whole library will be created. So this one also we have covered. Then I will show you the publisher website. Let's say, for example, if I want to use a particular, say, if I am on a particular website of a journal, say, let me open um, uh, Elsevier and here, say, just leaf curl papaya. Say I am on this particular paper. I'm reading this paper. Got the link from some WhatsApp message or some place. I want to capture this in my library. This is interesting paper. I want to capture this particular paper in my library. Again, I will go to this particular the connector, and you see it has detected that this is a book chapter, and it's a book chapter. So it has automatically detected that it is a book chapter. Just I have to click on this icon and it will be saved to my library. If my institution subscribes to it, automatically the PDF will be stored. And if it is not subscribed, then the PDF will not be stored. I will show you how to, there are ways to get the PDFs also. Then let me go to a particular journal also, show you how it detects the journal. So this is chapters. These are all chapters. This is another website, publisher website. I'm reading a chapter here and a publication journal article, and you see automatically it has detected that it is a journal article. If I click on it, it will save the details because it is open access, so the PDF will be easily stored. So see, you see, 4 I have added from Google Scholar and 2 I have added from the one from Elsevier website, another from MDPI. So like this, you can create your whole collection by visiting a publisher website, by through scholarly databases, even Scopus also you can download. When you are on Scopus, you can also click an export button and then export for Zotero. It will download automatically stored in your Zotero library. Okay, next we are coming to the organizing part. We have now collected the references and we can create collections and sub collections. This I have already shown you. Inside this collection also I can create sub collections, right? So for example, inside this create a new sub collection and I want to have a sub collection of book chapters. So I can create a sub collection book chapters, and how I will add documents. I'll click on this, select control and drag them in book chapters. So they are available here also and book chapters also. So if I am just interested in book chapters or something else, you can create, for example, papaya rings, leaf spot you are doing. You want studies only on that are conducted in India or Asian regions, then you can create a sub collection of Asian regions and put all the articles which belong to Asian region in one particular sub collection. So it depends on you how you want to organize your library. Organization only helps in getting similar papers together. There are other ways to get similar papers together, that is by using tags. So I will just show you how you can use tags and how you can search your references in the library. So tagging means you can put tags to a particular item. For example, this article might be important for me. I will go down here and plus tag and say this portion is important for my results section. So I have given a tag called results. Another paper say this is also important for my results section. So I will go to tag section. I can put a tag here, results. Okay. So tomorrow if I want to have articles which are pertinent for my results section, I can easily click here and say results. I can search it and then I will be able to find all the tags, or also not from here. I can here in the filter tags, if you are following my cursor, I can type here the result section and click here. All those articles which I have tagged with result section will be available. So similarly, I can click again and I can remove it. This section is important for, say for this is for results. Say this article is important for, already some tags are there that are author supplied. For me, it is important for introduction section. I will include it for introduction section. So I have put introduction here, and this one, say we can include it in method section. So once you are done, you can always search for the particular tag and all the articles which you have listed in that tagged in that particular tag, you can get it. So you are making a kind of a classification. You are classifying your library, not just in the form of organizing in the form of collections or sub collections. You can also organize in the form of like tags also. So tags are good for arrangement purpose. Next is searching. Searching is very easy, like any software. You can here several search different options are available. Like if you want, you can just want to search on title creator, and here you can create all fields, means everywhere you can search. Everything means even full text you can search. Here the all fields and tags means only the this part will be searched, and everything means the whole full text will also be indexed and it will be searched. So that is again another beauty. Like you have read something somewhere, and today you are not able to remind means you are able to remind or you will recall where that particular text you have read, you can type it here and it will show you that particular PDF. So that is again one beauty which is not possible in your Windows if you keep in folders and PDFs in the folders. Another is that is advanced search option is there. You can select in a particular library, and then there are different options like you are title. Then you can create something like contains, is not, contain, does not, contains, begin with something you can. For example, I want to have say um, India in the at least it should be in the, not in the title but in the abstract. Abstract. In the abstract, India term should be there, and also in the title, title leaf should be there. So this is two criteria that I am trying to I want to search, and then I have searched here. You see, the if I would have searched only by India in the title, I could not have got this result because in the title India is not there, but India is there in the abstract. That's why I'm getting this result. So such kind of advanced queries also you can create. And another benefit is that you can create a save search also. You can save this search also. So for example, I am saving this search that India leaf curve, and this save search will be available. Tomorrow, if I add one document which is matching this criteria, automatically this will be shown here. So saved search helps us in automatically filtering articles based on a particular criteria. This is again another very good feature. Then you can customize metadata field. This also we have already seen that if I want to add some metadata, I can add later on also, no problem. Every field is editable. I can add something if I want. And PDFs also we have seen we can arrange. Now we will see how we can read and annotations feature. I think it is, I have missed it here. I'll just put it organize and reading. Annotations. I show you that if you want to read a particular paper, just select a particular, just 1 second. So yes, there was a call. So you can read any paper here. I was talking about the reading part. So this paper opens itself in the PDF viewer that is inbuilt inside the Zotero. You don't have to open another PDF viewer. There are a lot of annotations available, like you can highlight a particular part. You can text highlight also. You can say all these functions are available, which are available in this all the PDF viewers also it is available. There is one feature that is called notes. So say for example, I have highlighted this part. I can create a note here and I can write something about this part, that this is important for introductions section. And even you can not just this way, you can also paraphrase this line. And at this moment, when you are writing the paper, you can paraphrase this line and write the paraphrased line here itself. So for example, these viruses are mainly transmitted in non-persistent manner by several aphid species. So I can write that aphid species transmit this uh, uh, these viruses, or and then I can just put a full stop here, and this shows that this is my work. This is I have written, and I can also use tags here like introduction. This is for my introduction. This I already have used tags, so I will just use my old tags here. So this note also I am putting a tag to the note also, and I have created a note here, and I can write several notes here in this PDF at different places. And then there is a feature that is called, I can extract the notes from the PDFs and put it in my original uh, here. If you see here, I can right click, and there is one option called add note from annotations. If I click this, all the notes which I had taken, those notes are extracted from the PDF, and they are created as an entry attachment in the original list. So you see here, aphid species transmit this virus, right? And these are the highlighted ones which I had highlighted. It has already created a in text citation also. Directly I can, just because it is, if I am using verbatim, directly I can copy this and paste it in my manuscript. So depending on the situation. So likewise, you can put annotations, you can highlight portions, and other tasks are available here. Then there is another feature that is called related. So if you are reading this paper and you suddenly think that it's the similar paper I have already read, you can click on this related tag and select that similar paper. Say for example this one, and then now if you get this paper anytime, if you get this paper, always in the related section, if you get, you can get the another paper also. And in this way you are creating a network. If you are able to find one paper, you can find other related papers after 2 years also. It because you have made the connections here. These are one of the good features, that you can connect the related papers to a single papers. So for example, in literature review, what happens when you are writing literature review? So you are writing on a particular one theme, and now you have to connect all the papers from your literature review on a particular theme. So what you can do, you have already put the related papers together. So just go to one paper. If I go to this paper also, there also this related paper will be visible. Means it's vice versa connection we are creating. So any one paper if we are getting, we can see all the other related papers together. Okay, so this is how you can create collections. You can read papers. You can put the means relations between paper, tag them. So reading and annotation we have covered. Now we are coming to the citing and bibliography part. So for this, what happens when you install Zotero? It will install a uh, a uh, connector connector in your Word, Microsoft Word also. For example, here if you see, I have already this while installing itself, it is showing me that I have already one add-in that is installed in Zotero. So in the Microsoft Word also, when you install Zotero, it will install a add-in called Zotero, which is available in a tab here, file, home, insert. You see, na? There you will find a tab called Zotero. So here now I am going to show you how you can use feature of this. I am creating a new document, and like how you can cite papers and create bibliographic list. That is the objective of this. So installing Zotero plugin for word processor and integration. If it is not installed, you can go to tools and plugins, and here you can create you can install the plugins like the word plugins if it is not installed, or you can go to edit preferences settings, and here in the advanced tab they have changed a little bit, but for if you are newcomer, then for you it is the base. Here you see here word processor in the site in the settings, Microsoft reinstall Microsoft Word add-in me, if it is not installed, then you can click on install Microsoft Word add-in. So it will install a Microsoft Word add-in in your Microsoft Word. So because for me it is already installed, I'll just show you how to use. So I am writing a paper on leaf curl disease. So say I'm starting leaf curl and import uh, is a disease causing havocs for farmers production in Asia. Now I want to cite a particular say, and uh, it is transmitted through efforts. Now I have this particular knowledge, and I have to cite here the paper which recently I have included, read and noted also in front of you. So I have to click on add edit citation. And first time when I click add edit citation, I have to choose what are what citation style I am going to use. So for example, let me go with the Chicago Manual of Style, or if you are comfortable with APA, I can take APA also. So I have to select, I have selected my preference that I am interested in APA style. Then rest of the things you don't have to worry, just click on OK. And now one window will open where I can search the disease, the whole list of my whole library will be open. So it is also showing which are the documents which are open. So if I know the author, I know the author. For example, in this case, I think this was the paper. So if I know the author, I can directly search by the name of the author. If I don't know, I can search by title, anything. Say, for example, I know the authors while reading itself. So I have selected that paper. Multiple papers you can cite and click on arrow button. So if I go here back, you see it has cited that particular paper. Okay. So let me cite another in this line. Papaya production is affected by this virus as per the data from World Bank. Say for example, and say this data is available in one of the report. I'll again click on add edit. One window will appear and say I want to cite this particular paper, and I have again done that. So two papers I have cited. So just keep on writing the paper. And now I am down here completed, and I am writing I have to create the reference list. So for the references section, just I have to click on add edit bibliography button, and it will automatically create the citations as per APA. Okay. And now this paper I can send to the publisher. And if the publisher says that no, we don't prefer APA citation style, we prefer Chicago manual, please change it and send it, submit it again. So I don't have to worry much. I have to just open this file, go to document preferences, change the citation style from APA to Chicago manual style and click OK. It will automatically change the in-text citation as well as the reference list also. In one click, I am just able to do it. They say, no, we want in Vancouver style. I said, okay, take it in Vancouver style with number system. 1, 2, 1, 2. So see how easy it is to prepare a reference list, to cite articles in using this reference management software. These features are also available in Mendeley also, but I prefer Zotero because Mendeley is from Elsevier. So we have seen using Zotero to generate in-text citations, creating bibliographies and reference lists. We have already seen. I can create a bibliography also. Say for example, let me close this and say this is my library. And somebody said that my supervisor said that please share your whatever bibliography you have created, please create a bibliography. I can just right click on my library and say create bibliography from collection. So it and the citation style which you prefer. Say for example, I prefer APA citation style. So it says in which format you want. I want to it save as a RTF file. Even I can say that I want to copy to clipboard. Okay, and click on OK and open a file, new file, and just paste. It is the whole library is created in APA style. So I can create a bibliography. Say bibliography on leaf curl papaya. This is my bibliography created. I can share it with any expert or anybody or my students if they are working on the same topic. First read these papers, then come to me and discuss. So easily I create a bibliography. Then citation styles we have already seen. We can edit the citation styles. We have to go to edit settings. And then in the citation, a lot of citation styles are already there, popular ones. If it is not there, you can click on plus button. There is a Zotero citation library that provides a CSL file. You can include that CSL file. It will be available, or you can click on get additional styles, and this repository will open. And say for example, Emerald, it is not available. I am working on Emerald journal. So click search by Emerald, and there is one style that is available from Zotero library. Click on it. It will be available here in my Zotero instance also. Now I can use this style itself in my. So before creating your own style, try to find if it is available in the Zotero library, styles library. So you don't have to create the style. So this is one. I think time is almost over. I just try to cover everything in just 5 minutes. My agenda, whatever is there. So group collaboration and sharing also you can do. That is available on cloud. So in the cloud also you can create group collaboration, means a library you can create and share it with others. The library can be shared publicly and with private people also. Publicly means anybody can share, can see that the content of that particular library. So for example, if here I cannot show you here because I have to go log into my account on web, and there I have to create a group library. Okay. So once I have subscribed to a particular group, this group will be available here. So that is one thing. Then it is integration with Google Docs also. So say for example, if I open a docs file and in docs also, Zotero is by default supported. If I a blank document, and you have to install, once you have installed the connector, this extension will appear here. Just click on this, let it load. All the same like add, edit citation, add bibliography, document preferences, switch, everything is available here also. So this helps you in even multiple people can work together also. Once one person citation will be managed by that person only. So that also you can do. There is integration for Google Docs also. Then duplicate references also you can easily find out. For example, your library is growing and from several places you have collected. You can go to duplicate items tab, and all the duplicate, it will automatically detect all the duplicate items. And then you can click duplicate items and merge them to form a single item. Then you can backup also, like I have already shown. If you have enabled the syncing feature, this whole library will be backed up on the cloud. So from any device you can access. If you don't have access to this device, you can easily get all your library items there. Then there is a concept of plugins also. You can install plugins. Plugins and enhance the capability of Zotero. So for example, I'll just show you. From here, you can go to, there is a Zotero plugins directory on internet or Zotero website. From here, some of the this one are available. you can choose any one of them and install. For example, this uh, using if you want, let me show you very simple one. Better Notes. Say Better Notes is like it is more enhanced version of the notes that the Zotero provides. And if you want, you can install. You can go to this particular website and download the release of this, the particular release of this plugin. It's a plugin for Zotero, and you have to find out the XPI file, and then you can install it. A lot of extensions are there. I'm not going much in detail in this part. I will show you. I have already downloaded a plugin file, and I'll show you how to install it from a file, not from the plugin directory. I have already got a plugin file from some GitHub repository or from somewhere or from a friend, and I want to install it in my Zotero installation. So just click install plugin from file and say I want to install this particular plugin add-ons. This is add-ons market. So just I have from here I have just clicked install plugin from file, and this plugin file was there with me. This I have downloaded from internet, and this is the file which I have added, XPI file. This is plugin file for Zotero. So once it is added, it is a called add-on marketplace. I can go to Zotero installation, and here this particular window opens, and it shows all the different add-ons that are available. And I can read about some description like translator. If you want to have a translation, you can this one, click on this and click on and right click and say install. So it will download from a GitHub repository and install in my Zotero installation. And now I have this plugin installed. This plugins provide me to have translations in a particular means translation of abstract or anything that I want. So say for example, I go to tools and I click here. It must be there somewhere. You have to little bit find out through the documentation, like from where we can how to use that particular add-on. So say for example, I want to translate. This add-on provides features to translate. Maybe some settings are required. Just you see this setting is required. So in translate, you are saying that in which language you want to translate. So English to Hindi, translate from English to Hindi. That is my preferred language. So I have done this, and then just okay, and it will translate the content that I will tell it to translate. Say for example, I want to translate. I am not able to understand what it is written. I can click, select it. It will translate it in Hindi language. So this is additional feature that Zotero does not provide, but this, because using this add-on, we can extend its functionalities. So that are some of the features of those are some of the features of different are available, like Better Notes, Translate. We have already seen. There is one add-on called PDF that helps you in getting Sci-Hub if it is available on that. Then one more thing I will try to cover if the time permits. Already I am a little over. You can create feeds also. Say for example, you are interested in a particular journal, and you have to find out the RSS feed of that particular journal. So I have already collected the RSS feed. This is Agriculture Communications, one journal is there. Then go to this one and go to file, and create new library, new feed from URL, and here put that URL, and in the title you change the title to Agriculture Communication and say okay. So what it will do, it will show you all the recently published papers from this particular journal. So I don't have to visit the website of this journal to read the new papers that are published in this journal. I can just read from here itself the paper, and I can just, if this paper is interesting to me, I can just add it in my particular library also. Right? For example, I am reading this paper and it is of interest to me. I can read some of the data depends on the particular publisher, what data they are providing. So once I am interested, I can easily uh, click on it and it will show me, or if the article is accessible to me, it will download the article and save it in my library. See this one, I have just added it. If I go to my library, integration of parameters, and I can see that the full text is also downloaded. So recently, just now published paper, whenever there is some update, it will be bold. So if there is something new that has been published, I can just follow it. What new papers are published in this particular journal. And if a particular paper is interest to me, I can add it to a particular collection, add it to wherever in my library I want, in the base library or in a particular collection, I can do that. So I think I have covered everything what I wanted to cover, and the time is also over. So let me see if you have any questions. How many language translate add-on covers? Actually, it uses a Google Translator. So almost all the languages what Google Translate uses provides, you can use that language. Or you can go to the documentation of that particular add-on and see what are the different languages that it supports.